Well, Animal Care Services here in Corpus Christi seized more than 80 animals in a raid yesterday, and there's a twist to this case. That raid was at a local animal shelter. Our Greg Chandler's live at the scene, and that is the Powell's Animal Shelter out on Navigation. So, Greg, you spoke with a shelter owner today about all of this. What did she say to you?
Well, Lee, Chris Cooper, the owner of the Powell's Animal Shelter, calls this situation unfair. I'm going to get out of the way. You can take a look. You can see it's very quiet here, no animals, and you can't hear any at all. And that's because Animal Care Services alleges conditions here were unsuitable, something Cooper vehemently denies.
It's really sad. The whole thing is. I just thought maybe.
Chris Cooper is devastated. She says when she arrived at Powell's Thursday morning, Animal Care Services officers were already there.
They had already come into my building and they were taking animals.
And we needed to intervene and remove them from the unsanitary living conditions that they were in and get them here so they could get the proper care.
In all, 83 animals, 76 cats, 5 ducks, and 2 dogs were seized. Animal Care says they found unsanitary conditions during their visits. Cooper says ACS would come before business hours as they were cleaning up messes left overnight.
We don't open to the public till 10, so they got here between 8, maybe 8:30, where we had just started to work.
ACS program manager Joel Skidmore says the seizure came after a long investigation. He says investigators told Cooper how to improve conditions, and she ignored them.
Once we realized that there was going to be non-compliance, we took immediate action. You almost have to remain detached and make sure that we're doing it for the animals. That way we can say that we didn't go in with a bias.
But Cooper says ACS did go in biased. She says in 45 years, she's never had a problem with Animal Care Services until Skidmore took over in February. Cooper can fight to get her animals back, but right now, she isn't sure what she'll do.
I'm getting ready to pack everything and just shut it down. Unless something happens, and I doubt it, not with who's in charge of it, no.
Now, here's an interesting note. Cooper disputes the number of animals taken. She says she only had 3 ducks on the property in a very large pen and no dogs. She said she found all the dogs that were here homes, fearing something like this would happen. Reporting live, Greg Chandler, Chris 6 News.
Thank you very much, Greg. Now, Animal Care Services says a judge will decide if those animals will stay in their custody, and if that happens, they plan to put all of those animals up for adoption.